Welcome. My name is Mr. Toba Tombari, the lead instructor for data analysis in Prominent Services Limited. Okay, today we are going to be looking at the analysis of the FMCG dataset we cleaned the other time. So let's get to look at it. How do we analyze? This is the clean data. How do we get analysis out of it? Let's get started. I want to format the value columns. Shift Control arrow keys will highlight. Want to format the columns properly. Okay, so this has done the work. Like I said in the previous video, for customer service, to insert the pivot table, we are going to go through insert pivot table. It has highlighted all the data set, and before you click on insert and you select pivot table, ensure your cursor is within the table. Let's click OK because we want it in a new worksheet. Okay, this is a pivot table and we are going to be analyzing according to the objectives. These are the objectives we are going to follow. But before then, let us look at the KPIs. The KPIs, the first KPI we are going to look at is the total sales. And the total sales, we are going to be using the net amount. Net amount is the invoice amount minus returns. You have your net amount. Why are we using net amount? Net amount represents the actual sales. Plug the net amount into values because we want to have a sum total. Click on it, format it properly. That is done. We'll copy this, paste here. Let's get total returns. Let us also paste here and get total amount paid. That is total amount recovered from the customers. Let's get total unpaid balance. So we have gotten our 4 KPIs: total sales, total returns, total amount recovered, and total unpaid balance. Okay, so let's start with the first objective: brand performance by sales. Brand performance by sales. Let's copy this to the next place. Brand performance by sales. Branch performance. So it has to do with the branch. So click and drag the branch into rows. You have all the branches and drag the net amount. Like I said, it represents the actual sales into values. And you have this. Now we need to sort them to take the highest up. So sort largest to smallest. If you want to sort smallest to largest, you can also do that. So from small down to the largest. Okay, this is number 1, which is branch sales performance. Let me see, copy this. Branch sales performance. The next one is branch sales returns per month. Branch sales return per month. Branch sales returns per month. If you take your branch into row and we are gonna take the date into column and we're going to take the returns into value. Now we have how many months in each year. We have 12 months in each year. So because of the lengthy nature of what we are going to limit it to year, not the number of not per month. So it will be on yearly basis. So how did I get here? I took the date to column. Now if you see the column, you can select what you want to see from here. If you want to remove the quarters, you can remove it. So branch returns is number 2. Let's look at number 3. Number of invoices generated by branches. Number of invoices generated by branches. Let's continue and look at the objective number 3. Let's copy the pivot table background. Always give some space. Okay. Sum of returns, remove it. Okay. Number of invoices generated by branches per month. Number of invoices generated. Okay. So take branch into row. The next thing to do is to drag the branches also in values. Now, why branches in values? We will have used invoice number, but invoice number is in numeric values, and if drag into values to count it, it will sum all of them and not count it. Let's try it. You can see. So it will count the invoice numbers. It will add it, sum it, not count. So if you want to count how many invoice generated, you're going to also use the branch. If you put the branch in the values, it will count how many times each of the branches are repeated. So that represents the number of invoices generated. Okay. And said per month. So we are going to also add the year, drag the date in the column. So like I said, in Number two, we limit it to year because if you want to extend it to number of months, it will be so lengthy. And while you're doing your analysis, you want to make it as concise and as summarized as possible, regardless of the fact that it was stated per month. You limit it to year because the month would be too bulky to understand. Okay, this is number three. Number of invoice by branches. Okay, we'll copy the pivot background, paste, and we look at number four. So we remove the branch, count of branch, date. It's all gone. So number four says unpaid balances by customers per branch. Unpaid balances. So bring branch into row, and now we use unpaid balance as value. Okay, these are unpaid balances for each of the branches. Number four, unpaid balances per branch. Also copy. Okay, here we can also sort it. If you want to sort it, the unpaid balance, you can also sort it to largest to smallest or smallest to largest. So the branch that they are owing high is Benicity. Unpaid balances is okay. We remove all this. Number five is what? Branch manager's performance. Branch manager's performance. So you have branch manager, bring it into row, and you bring the net amount into value. Sort largest to smallest. So this is number five. Branch managers performance. The number six, regional performance. Regional performance. So now we take the region into row, we take the net amount into value. These are all the regions. Let's sort smallest to largest. So rename this to regional sales performance. Number Number 7, overall performance by month, year, and quarter. Copy this. 7, overall performance. Period. So put the date in the row and put the net amount into values. Okay, so let's extend this to quarter. So the quarter will do. If it is month, it will be too large. See how lengthier it will be. You can see how lengthier it is. Okay, we can leave it like this. So if there's need for adjustment, we are going to adjustment when we do our analysis. But I think the quarter will be better. The quarter will be better. So let's leave it this way. Then the last one, which regional manager should be fired and which branch manager should be promoted to a regional manager. Okay, that particular objective will be included in recommendation.